This bind is by Ky Zizan. It's called the over-the-top whip bind. It looks like this. I can't believe I hit that first try. So for this bind, you want to, again, use your non-throw hand to kind of give yourself a little advantage by throwing the yo-yo up. And this one, you want to throw a little bit higher than you normally would for the other binds. So I normally throw this about chest height. And that way you have a lot of time to whip the string around and then get this big loop to come underneath the yo-yo and catch, because that's what's creating your bind. So like if your yo-yo is spinning and you're whipping the string around, it's spinning and then it catches and then creates the bind to pull it back up. So after using your non-throw hand to throw the yo-yo up and it's reaching the peak of its height right there at about chest level, you're going to use your throw hand and then in a counterclockwise motion, whip the string over top of the yo-yo. And as you get better at this, again, it becomes a little less exaggerated and you're whipping your whole arm around. But for the sake of learning this bind, you want to, as always, like I talk about when learning binds, get your yo-yo as close as you can to your throw hand, because then you have all of this string that's going to help bind your yo-yo up like that. So once you have your yo-yo at the peak of its height and then you're whipping the string around, again, that big loop that your throw hand creates, as we see with all the binds, I'm going to whip it around a couple times just so you can see this big loop that's being created every single time. This is going to carry all the way around to the underside of your yo-yo just like that. So what you want to do, again, throw your yo-yo up, it's reaching peak height, you're throwing your throw hand around, creating that loop, and then as your yo-yo is falling down for this bind, you can't really rely on the momentum and weight of the yo-yo to pull it up all the time. I'm not really sure the physics of why it happens like that. Mark Mangarin has a really cool bind too, where he throws it up like that. And as you can see, like the string just does something against the spin of the yo-yo where it doesn't really bind up, even though that it should. It binds, but you really have to use your throw hand to pull it and then force the string to create that friction within the yo-yo to pull it back. And this is one of those binds as well. So it looks really cool, but if you pay attention to when Ky does it, or the couple times in this video I do it, I'm making a really dramatic pulling up motion with my throw hand after I throw that slack around. So watch again closely and you'll see what I'm talking about. I throw the yo-yo up with the string around and then I pull up with my throw hand, and that's really what it made that snapping sound I missed it the first time. That's what really brings your string all the way around to bind it back up. It's weird because if you were to do the slack bind like this way or something, it just comes up really, really quickly because your yo-yo automatically catches onto the string. But I guess it has something to do with the yo-yo falling, that it doesn't catch the string the right way. So again, when you combine all those elements together, and the last element being pulling your throw hand up really dramatically to get the yo-yo to come back, it looks like this.